So, we are live, and I am today joined by Neel from Beyond the 90s Post, LCFC, for a preview of our game against Leicester City away from home. How are you doing, Neel?
I'm well, thank you. Seem slightly out of breath. I know there's been a little bit, but how are you as well?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, are you confident going into this game?
Not really, but anything can happen. That's the advantage of
Yeah.
following a team. That's the thing. Anything's possible with Leicester City, both in a positive and a negative way. Not had a really good start to the season, to be honest. It's been quite slow, and we've not hit top form, which is what we've done in the previous seasons. Now, obviously, we're coming up against Chelsea, which, again, at the King Power, we know how to turn the place into a fortress. So when a big team comes to town, Leicester City will pack in, will know how to play football. And we're going to have quite a few players that are actually not on international duty as well, which is something we'll probably talk about in a bit.
Oh, no, well, a lot of your big players are. Johnny Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Johnny Evans. I don't know whether Samare was called up by Didier Deschamps.
Don't think so. No, I think there's. I don't know if you know that much. Well, have you got any? You've got many French players in your Chelsea team.
Yeah, we do. We have N'Golo Kante.
Oh yeah, Kante obviously, but anybody else? There's not a lot.
I think he's the only one, you know.
Okay, because the thing is with the French team, there's some ridiculous talent coming through. Even in the under-23s, I think when Fofana was fully fit, he couldn't get in. Samore just about made it in. Even then, you look at likes of Edward Mendy. Sorry, not Edward Mendy. Sorry,
Well,
Edward
funnily enough,
Alston Edward.
funny you should say that because he was actually eligible to represent France.
Yes, but due to the competition, he's probably picked literally because he's a phenomenal keeper. I think he's a really, really good keeper. However, just shows you how strong that French team is in terms of even Edouard Mendy can't even get in.
First, I don't know why, but Didier Deschamps seems to persist with Hugo Lloris, who, let's be clear, doesn't play for an elite team.
Well, they're considered a big six team, but especially the way that Leicester have come in recently, it's put a lot of spanners in the works. And I think, especially with the whole European Super League and the fact that Tottenham were invited, I think there was a lot of people going, really? As well as just, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. But also, really? Tottenham were invited out of anything? But it's not to do with trophies or anything. It's just to do with the amount of followers you have internationally. And that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, like we were having that conversation backstage, that you're originally from India and Leicester has a large Indian following.
It's just because Leicester is the city centre of Leicester, or the city of Leicester in general. There's a lot of Indians and Pakistanis and brown Asians, if you know what I mean. A mix of everybody.
So like your Bangladeshis and your Sri Lankans as well, basically.
Exactly. So any kind of the brown part of Asia, that kind of, I don't know. Yeah, we're represented.
Then there's obviously Thailand because of your owners.
Yes, but they're not really. There's not many that have immigrated over here. It was more to do with the Commonwealth, and I don't know the story about your family. And if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But my family came over here because
my
of the
parents
Commonwealth.
moved to London in the 80s.
Okay.
And the only reason I support Chelsea is because everyone in my year was either Arsenal, Man United, or Liverpool. So it's like I want to be different from all of them.
And that was probably in the 80s. That's not even the money that we weren't even thinking about getting. Same with us. We weren't even thinking about getting money at the time supporting Leicester. It was just my local team. And that's kind of where mine came from.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to be different from everyone in my year group. Hence why I support Chelsea.
Fair enough. And again, well, you've probably seen it come unbelievably massively different over your time, and we're kind of saying the same thing. Obviously, not on the same level as you, but the way that you've done stuff is kind of it's set the benchmark, and you've probably seen them from not very good to the expectations must be unbelievable. The way that you've seen the fan base
Look,
and
let's be
everything
clear.
change around Chelsea.
Let's be clear. Even when we were not very good, quote unquote, we
Hmm.
still managed to sign a lot of quality players. Like we had the likes of Gianfranco Zola, Ruud Gullit, Didier Deschamps, who was actually really good as a footballer.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And even Marcel Desailly.
Doesn't ring any bells, to be honest. Sorry, I was probably watching the
You don't know
Championship
who
with Leicester in
Marcel
that time.
Desailly is?
No.
He's a very famous French footballer.
Oh, I recognise his face. Do you know what? I recognise his face now. What it is, sometimes there's so many footballers, man. Not in a bad way or a good way. Just I think okay, no problem. Just one of those things. Oh, have you gone, Niffen? I've just come back and your screen's black.
Oh, I was just turning on my my iPhone's Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Big up, Jordan. How are you? I was just turning on my iPhone's hotspot.
Okay, no problem.
So let me get to the comments. What's up, brother? Big up. So we were talking about you don't consider yourself a YouTuber. For me, anyone who has a YouTube channel and does content, I consider them a YouTuber. Whether you make money from it or not is irrelevant, in my opinion.
I think I see what you mean, but at the same time, with me, it's more of something that I'm just doing because I'm enjoying it. Again, there's a lot of people. I've met some people that are like obviously all up in there, and they're making it full time and things, and that's fine. And I'm just doing it because I enjoy it. So I can see what you mean. I think YouTuber comes with the title from my perspective, that's somebody that does it full time. If you see what I mean, or makes a living off of it.
Yeah. You're frozen.
I think that's I'm here. Can you hear me? I'm just looking at the stream now. I think you've frozen, my friend. Just keep talking, and then we'll we'll carry on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, no problem.
Oh,
do you want to continue?
Big up yourself. How are you?
Hello.
So obviously I wish you no luck going into Saturday's game, but best of luck for the rest of the season.
Likewise.
And what's the injury issue down your end?
The injury list. Sorry. Well, let's only talk about throw in the moment. We've got 4 main injuries from what we know. Again, the press conference is tomorrow, so we'll know some more information. But Wes Fofana is out with a long-term injury. Had a horrible, again, unnecessary leg break from Villarreal. James Justin is out. He's still a while away. He's, I think, had an ACL injury and just not a good place to be in for him. Then Yuri Tillemans is out as well, which is a massive miss for us. He's a huge pivotal player. Plays a fantastic one, the best number 8s in the league. And the other one I would say is Mark Albrighton, who's not a mainstay, but he's a good, solid workhorse and a player that people don't really rate as much. I think Leicester players rate him a lot, but Leicester fans, rate him a lot. However, yes, I think that hello to Doug in the comments as well. Thank you very much for the shout out as well. Yeah, lovely man. Lovely man with a lovely channel. So make sure you go subscribe to the Dugout Football channel.
Yeah, big up yourself, Doug.
Yeah, lovely guy. But yeah, apart from that, that's it. What about Chelsea?
Well, there are rumours that Lukaku could be back. but personally, I do not want to start him because I don't want him picking up another knock. I want him to be eased back into the team so that he
Hmm.
can grow his confidence.
Is there
And
anybody, especially in this
Pulisic,
COVID times? Sorry, I don't know if we interrupted you there. In this COVID times, is there anybody that has to like quarantine or something? I think we had it with the Manchester City game where a couple of people came back from Brazil, so we thought that Stefan was going to play, but instead not Edward, sorry, what's his name? Edison played instead. But
um, I don't believe so.
okay,
But yeah, the only person who I remember going to the South American qualifiers is Thiago Silva.
okay, he should be back and fit, and he's a big player for you, like Johnny Evans is for us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the look. You'd always expect that the older you get, the more, what do you call it? The more weaker you get. It's like for defenders and defensive-minded players, and especially goalkeepers. It seems to be the other way around.
It's yes, it tends to be, but also they take on a different role. A role that Thiago Silva probably took on when he was younger was more of that kind of apprentice role. Where again, I don't really remember him too much. Can't be honest to be honest there to know a lot about him then. But now obviously they've grown into a role, they've matured, and they've become not the pace merchant, but they've become the leader, and that's what you need. And again, goalkeepers' ages are
Yeah,
just as much.
you need that presence in your team who's willing to do it for the team, like take a yellow card,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
you know what Chiellini did for Italy in the finals. I mean, I personally think it was a red, but we move.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
So yeah, what device are you using?
To record on now,
Yeah,
laptop.
okay. Because I wanted to do a combined 11, which I can't on my phone,
Sure.
and my laptop is still playing up.
Okay. What website do you normally go to for that?
I
I've always seen
use
people do them. I can share mine.
FIFA. I use the FIFA squad builder, FIFA 22 squad builder.
FIFA
Wait,
squad builder.
1 second. One second. I might be able to use my StreamYard now on my laptop because I've got the code
Okay.
to log in. So hang in there. Okay.
Okay. Just let you know, Nip, I've got to go in about 5 minutes, my friend.
Okay. Wow. Um. So let's just get this started straight away then. 487.
Are we doing it on form or are we doing it on ability? Because I think ability-wise, you've got us beat in pretty much every position.
Whatever works easier then.
Well, I think we lose on both, unfortunately. I think in this one because
4-1-10.
obviously, what formation do you set up with? Three at the back? Because I'd say three at the back for us
We
with wing
usually
backs.
we usually go with a 3. So yeah, I'm sorry it's taking me so long to move computers.
It's okay.
And I'm here.
Okay.